His clock is ticking.
Whatever. I didn't know
Sorry,
there used to
Mom.
be a vet tech.
You would have had a kid with somebody else though, right? If the
I'll have a kid with somebody else someday if it happens.
His,
I mean,
his little fishy.
every time I see my friends' babies, I'm like, oh, they're so cute. I want one. I'm like,
Right.
not now though.
Right, exactly.
So are fake boobs.
He's like, I like to see other people's children, but not me own. Thank you, no.
I hate you for these yummy
Those
candies.
cinnamon things, they the Dickens, ain't they?
Are they cinnamon?
Oh yeah.
I want a Jolly
That's
Rancher.
how I roll.
I never knew they had
That's
cinnamon
how I
Jolly
roll.
Rancher.
Yeah.
Oh, you threw it too far. I mean, you can throw it far enough.
That's how I roll.
Oh, this one's cinnamon too. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't even know they made them.
Cinnamon fire.
Cinnamon fire. No, I like those.
It's fiery like me. Oh, yes, it is.
Reminds me of fireballs.
Yeah.
Old
Fireballs.
Yeah, old
Nikki
candy kind of
Phoenix,
liquor.
since you have a band, have you ever thought about having a little jingle for yourself? Like when you walk in a room, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Nikki Phoenix. Yeah, baby. She the one.
I'll leave that to him.
Nikki
He
Phoenix.
can write a jingle on the guitar.
Yeah. Nikki Phoenix.
And now you sound like Barry White.
Nikki Phoenix. So it is the Ace Michael Show. The Buzz, baby. We're live with
Are we
Nikki
rolling?
Phoenix. We're rolling like a big dog. We've been rolling. I don't not roll.
Check your phone.
So we're live on Facebook with Nikki Phoenix. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous lady. I found her, I discovered her on the doggone internet. One day I was trolling around my, what's that thing called? What is that? What's that thing I found you on? Twitter. So you were on my Twitter you were on. And I pulled up your information. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I looked at your accomplishments. I was like, wow, she's doing things. And she's big time in it. So I then wanted to have you on my show. And here you are. And I am a happy man, indeed. It's not very many people that can say they met someone who was working as a hot diva girl on Twitter. And that diva girl is now on their show.
I'm
That's
not a
pretty
diva. Diva
hot.
makes it sound like I'm bitchy, and I'm totally not.
Well, not a bitchy diva girl.
I'm
You
like
can
a
be bitchy
super
one.
retard.
No, you're like a down-to-earth cool one. Like almost like one of the guys one. Like if the guys wore rouge and eyeliner and lipstick, that kind of diva one. That's kind of cool. You
I
know?
pretty much always tell people that I'm one of the guys.
Were you a tomboy growing up?
Actually, no. I played with Barbies, but I did play in the dirt a lot. So I was kind of like I am now. I mean, I really, like, I played in dirt, and we'd play, like, dinosaurs and wolves, and we'd play, like, all these games, playing in the garbage, climbing trees. But then I would also go and play Barbies and have my little walking horses and brush their hair, you know.
Right, and then just doing your thing. And somehow that led to you being a rock singer in a band that's writing songs about ballroom zombies.
Yep.
And so I'm saying, every dad, be careful out there what could happen to your child. No, so so you do your thing, and so now you're doing your thing. You got your band, and I heard from the grapevine that you lost over 100 pounds. So you were over 100 pounds more beautiful. You were BBW.
Well, thank you. Yeah, you know, I moved to D.C. because I'm originally from Seattle, and I was that kid that everybody picked on and bullied. You know, I had a bunch of abusive relationships and, you know, just toxic people in my life, and I eat my feelings. Every time I'm feeling sad, I want to eat some food, you know, or have Dairy Queen, have some ice cream. So I moved to D.C., and when I moved out there, I was away from everyone. I was all by myself. I had really no support, and I just decided that I wanted to change my life when I started exercising and eating right, and, you know, a year and a half later, I went from 247 all the way down to, you know, 137 pounds.
247?
Yeah.
247?
Yep.
You had love handles You had Love Hooks. $2.47. That's a big Mac.
Yeah, yep. I mean,
Wow.
you look at pictures of me when I was really heavy, and you know, you're like, wow, she really weighed that much. I mean, I didn't look really heavy because it was kind of proportionate. It was everywhere. But I mean, I never thought. I never
everywhere.
seriously.
It wasn't proportionate, honey. It was everywhere.
I mean, like, you know, some people carry it here, some people carry it down here. I just carried it everywhere.
Oh my God.
You know, so, but, you know, when I started losing weight, I never thought that I would have the body I have now. You know, I was like, oh, I'll never be a size 0. In, you know, October of 2010, I went and did my first, like, because I said I wanted to have a body to pose in Playboy. That's what I said in the very beginning.
Sure.
So then there was a Playboy audition up in New York, and I went up to New York, and I was a size 0, 137 pounds,
Wow.
and did it. You know, I didn't get it, of course, but at the end of the day, that's the goal that I set.
Well,
I wanted
of course.
to
Don't
have
say
that
of course.
body because that was the body I always dreamed of. You know, even when I was a little kid, I was a little chubbers. Even then, you know.
Stand up. Let's see what you're working with. Show us what you're working with. Okay, so we got. Oh, good Lord.
Side
Good
boob.
Lord. Good Lord. And some people want to go to heaven. This is making sense. Wow. And so this is after serious weight loss.
Yep.
Working out at the gym,
Yep.
trainer, swimming, no wheat, no dairy. Like, what did you do?
Well, I just lifted weights. I had a trainer. I trained with her 4 times a week. We lifted weights. You know, I learned how to eat right. I did a bunch of research and just discovered what really worked for me. You know, and I've actually, after I lost all the weight, I decided to get in the modeling business. Just boost my confidence, because I was a girl that had been told she wasn't good enough her whole life by almost everybody other than my parents. You know, so I ended up doing the modeling thing, and people were like, oh my God, how did you do that? How did you lose the weight? So I ended up writing a book that actually says everything that, you know, tells the story about how I lost all the weight.
And what's the book called? Because we want to promote that.
It's called P.S.T.
Not Ballroom Zombies.
Not Ballroom Zombies.
Okay.
No.
'Cause that would be a cool name for the book, too. Ballroom.
No, because people be like, what? This has nothing to do with fitness.
You could do like Ballroom Zombies / Fit.
Oh, okay, okay.
And small print. Okay, no, but what's the name of the book again?
Fit as Phoenix. And the book is, the first half of it is a story about, you know, starting from childhood and all the things that I had to go through. You know, I after I lost all the weight, I ended up moving back to Seattle. I battled bulimia for a couple years. You know, and then I regained my body again, and I got into aerial, the Cirque du Soleil, crazy shit.